Panacore started out as an IT company that was providing computer network support and building websites and designing simple software applications. When we got on board with our clients, they started to bring us in-house, and so suddenly we realized we were part of their company construct. So we were inextricable from the whole. They kept asking us to do everything from work on their computer networks to building a piece of software, a middleware that made one department work with the other department, or they would say, how can I put video into our systems? How can I make our user interface more visually attractive or more intuitive? And we realized that all these worlds are starting to come together, and that's whenever we came together and made Panacore. The internet now, because bandwidth has gone up, processor speed has gone up, all of the infrastructure is now in place to support these networks that are sending more than just zeros and ones. They're now sending video and they're sending audio. It's two-way now, so it's interactive, and we're working in the petroleum space, the medicine space, entertainment, and the legal space. And what we're starting to find out is that they're wanting to communicate corporate messages. Corporate messages not just to their local office, but to, let's say, to their client base, or to their offices or satellite offices all around the country. And so what we do is we provide them with the know-how from our specialists in-house, and then we provide that through our infrastructure, which is provided to us through the Planet. We've designed a software called Eupraxia, and Eupraxia is what physical therapists use to teach their patient in-home rehab. So a lot of times if a patient goes in for a medical procedure, then they go to see a therapist. And the therapist then says, hey, to strengthen those muscle groups in your knee, I want you to do these exercises. And it's going to be on this piece of paper. It's an illustration. Here you go. We've created 3D animation, an entire library that's available online. It's HIPAA compliant. And they log in with a username and password. And the physical therapist has input their rehab into the database, and they pull just those exercises down, and it streams in 3D. What's really great is the American Physical Therapy Association picked us up and made us part of their political action committee, and they put us on the desks of 500 congressmen, senators, and representatives on Capitol Hill. And they're using our software, our web-based software, as an initiative to raise attention and awareness as to all the new technology that they're using now to do more with less. Well, we did start off as a dedicated client, and we started to grow. But I think the most important factor of what happened is the landscape of technology changed. Hackers, malware, security issues started affecting not just our clients, but us. So suddenly we were posed with having to provide a certain level or a certain caliber of service to our customers, and in a way that it didn't impinge upon our margin in-house. We weren't charging those guys more at first. What we had to do is try and build a system that was a gradual and natural growth for us, and we never had to leave the context of the Planet. So they took everything that we had and we transitioned over into much more substantial infrastructure, and it was painless. It was painful when we started getting hit by hacker attacks, but there's some things that happened that kind of transitioned us over into the managed system that's made us worth a whole lot more money to our clients now. It's easy to step up whenever you say that you've got an engineer on staff, or whenever you've got a security specialist on staff, and that's provided to us through the Planet. They'll even take a conference call with us and our clients to discuss the issues that we're having in-house with the client. And that's a round table that I set up, and that's kind of cool. When you're an SMB and you start to grow, you don't necessarily grow on the resource or the service side. You're implementing middle management guys, and those guys are expensive, and they're not necessarily bringing a whole lot of new assets or services to your company. You're providing infrastructure to your business so you can grow the business. That's the toughest part of going from a small business to a medium-sized business to a large business, is that a lot of the time you're spending time developing in-house or middle positions that might have nothing to do with IT or new media or anything that used to make your money. So here's what we've done, is we've decided to form strategic partnerships with programming entities, with hosting and server companies like the Planet. And what it allows us to do is to bring them on board onto the big round table that I was talking about, and they sit there, they manage what they do as an expert, and they're my in-house guys. So it looks really great to the client whenever I can step up and have high caliber, high-end services, and I don't have to build out the internal mechanisms of my company, because that's going to take a long time. I'm not sure what that's going to do to my margin, but in the past it squashed it. And right now I can go-to people that I know are going to follow out what they say they're going to do, and they're on my team. So that's nice. You know, you got to get in and fight with the big guys. I couldn't do this kind of work if I didn't have partners that could back me up in the caliber and scale of the clients I'm approaching. And this has kind of given me an advantage even with the big guys. It really is. My name is Perry Berryhill, and I'm the CEO and founder of Panacore Corporation. And my business is powered by the Planet.